Hello and welcome to Learn Statistics class. In this class we are going to learn the statistical concept in simple and more easy way. The topic of today's lecture is histogram. In this topic we will discuss the construction of histogram. Depending upon the width of classes and types of classes, the following are the methods of plotting histogram. In the previous lecture, we have already discussed the methods of construction of histogram for the class intervals of equal width and the class intervals with unequal width. If a student want to learn that lecture, then link of that lecture is mentioned in the description below. In this lecture, we are going to discuss two more methods of construction of histogram. Method number 3 is construction of histogram for inclusive type classes, and the last method, which is the fourth method of construction of histogram, is construction of histogram for given midpoints. So we shall start with the third method of construction of histogram for the inclusive type classes. In the previous lecture we have already discussed the first two methods. Now we are going to learn the third method. In the method of construction of histogram for the inclusive type, we know that histogram can be drawn only for grouped frequency distribution with exclusive type classes. We have already know what is mean by exclusive type of classes. In the classes, if the upper limit of the class is excluded from that respective class, then it is known as exclusive type classes. In case of inclusive type classes, first we have to convert them into the exclusive type classes using the correction factor and then draw the rectangles on the exclusive type classes, which results into the histogram. Here inclusive type classes means the classes in which the upper limit of the class is included in that class itself. Inclusive type of classification and exclusive type of classification with solved example is already covered on the Learn Statistics channel. If a student want to learn that lecture, then click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and link of that lecture is also mentioned in the description below. Now we will take one example to understand how to construct histogram for the inclusive type of classes. Consider the example number 1. Construct a histogram for the following data. Here we have given age in years and number of persons, in which age in years is classified into the classes as 20 to 24, next is 25 to 29, 30 to 34. Like that, the last class of age is 55 to 59, and their corresponding number of persons which falls in the classes are also mentioned in the data. Solution. In this example, we observe that the class intervals are inclusive. Let us see the first class. The first class is 20 to 24 and the next class is 25 to 29. It means that in the first class, the upper limit 24 is included in the first class itself, and the second class starts from the age 25, not from 24, since 24 is already included in the first class. Similarly, one can compare for the second and third class. In the second class, the upper limit is 29 and the third class starts from lower limit 30, means the 29 upper limit of second class is already included in that class itself. So this is the classes of inclusive type. In such cases, we have to convert it into first exclusive type, then we plot or construct a histogram. How we convert it? In order to convert inclusive type classification into the exclusive type, calculate the correction factor first. What is that correction factor? I have written the definition of correction factor as correction factor equal to lower limit of any class minus upper limit of the previous class divided by 2. This is known as a correction factor. After calculating the correction factor, subtract the correction factor from all the lower limits and at the same time add the correction factor to all the upper limits of the classes. This will give you the exclusive type of classes. We will use this procedure in our example solution. I will calculate the correction factor first. Let us consider the calculation table. I have written in the table age in years and number of persons in the vertical columns. Now the first class is 20 to 24, 25 to 29. Like that, the last class is 55 to 59. In order to calculate the correction factor, let us consider any class which has a previous class. I will consider the third class, 30 to 40. Then the correction factor is given by, now lower limit of the third class. I have taken the third class for our calculation of correction factor. Lower limit of third class is 30 minus upper limit of the previous class, means the previous class of second class, which is 29, upper limit of second class 29 divided by 2. So it comes out to be 1 upon 2, which is equal to 0.5. This is the correction factor. Now the next step is subtract this correction factor from all the lower limits of classes. So let us start to calculate and add it in the upper limit of all the classes. Now I will consider the first class 20 to 24. Subtract 0.5 from lower limit of first class, means it is 20 minus 0.5, which is equal to 19.5. This is the lower limit of first class of exclusive type. I have written it 19.5. In order to calculate the upper limit of first class, I will add this correction factor 0.5 to upper limit of the first class. We know that upper limit is here 24, so it is 24 plus 0.5, which is equal to 24.5. So the resultant first class of exclusive type is 19.5 to 24.5. Similarly, one can calculate the lower limit and upper limit of the second class and so on. For the second class, subtract 0.5 from 25, means it gives 24.5. At the same time, add it to the upper limit of second class, means it is 29.5 plus 29 plus 0.5, it is 29.5. Like that, the last class is 50.5 to 59.5. There is no change in number of persons, so I have written the number of persons as it is. In this way, we convert our inclusive type of classes into exclusive type of classes. Then we will plot the histogram for the age in years converted into exclusive classes and number of persons denoted by small f. In order to plot a histogram, I will take age in years in exclusive classes on the x-axis and the number of persons along the y-axis. Then we will draw the rectangles such that height of the rectangles is equal to the frequency of that particular classes. I have taken age in years along the x-axis, number of persons along the y-axis. Then we have drawn the rectangles whose height is proportional to the frequency of that class, means our first class is 19.5 to 24.5 having the frequency 5. So we erect a rectangle with height equal to 5. Similarly, for the next class 24.5 to 19.5, Draw a rectangle with height equal to 11. Similarly, for the last class 54.5 to 59.5 with height equal to 10. If a student want to learn how we draw rectangle one by one, then I have discussed it in the previous lecture of histogram part 1. The link of that lecture is mentioned in the description below, and one can go to the lecture by clicking on I button at the top right corner of the screen, and one can refer its link from the description below the video. Now we will discuss the fourth method, construction of histogram for given midpoints. In this case, we are not given the classes, but we are given the midpoints and their corresponding frequency. In such cases, how one can draw the histogram? So let us start to learn the construction of histogram for given midpoints. Sometimes only mid values of the classes are given. In this case, our job is to convert the given data into grouped frequency distribution with exclusive type of classification by obtaining the upper limit and lower limit of the various classes. So, how one can do it? In order to understand this method, we will take the help of example so that student can understand in the simple and better way. Now let us take the example. Represent the following data with the help of histogram. Here we have given midpoints and frequency. Midpoints as 5, 15, 25, 35, 45 and their corresponding frequencies. Here we have not given the classes of inclusive type, exclusive type with equal width, unequal width, but we have given the another atoms which is known as midpoints. Then our first job is convert the midpoints into the classes of exclusive type. Here only the mid values are given. In this case, convert the given data into the grouped frequency distribution with exclusive type classes by obtaining upper and lower limit of various classes. So how one can do? Calculate a common factor which is equal to width of a class interval. How we calculate? Take the successive differences. Here see, the second midpoint is 15 and first midpoint is 5. So take the successive difference 15 minus 5, or for the third and second midpoint 25 minus 15, like that. Take any two successive midpoints. So 15 minus 5 or 25 minus 15, and this comes out to be 10. It gives a width of the class interval in our data. To obtain the lower limit, subtract half of the common factor from the midpoint, and to obtain the upper limit, add half of the common factor to the midpoint to make the classes and frequency distribution as follows. We will consider the calculation table. Here we know that the common factor is, we have already calculated, is equal to 15 minus 5, for example it is 10. Now the procedure is subtract this common factor divided by 2 from the midpoint to get the lower limit. So I will calculate the lower limit of the first midpoint 5. How do I calculate? 5 minus half of the common factor, means it is 10 by 2. So it is 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So the lower limit of first midpoint is 0. Now we will calculate the upper limit of first midpoint. To obtain the upper limit of first midpoint, add the half of the common factor to the midpoint. So common factor, Here midpoint is 5 and common factor is 10 by 2, half of the common factor. So it is 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. Hence the upper limit of first class is 10. Now we shall consider the second midpoint. What is that? 15. To obtain the lower limit of second midpoint, subtract half of the common factor from 15. Half of common factor is 10 by 2, that is 5. Hence the lower limit equal to 10. And in order to get the upper limit of second class, add half of the common factor to the midpoint 15, that is 15 plus 5 is equal to 20. This is the upper limit of second class. Similarly, one can write the lower and upper limit of remaining 3 classes, and that will be 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and last is 40 to 50. This is the frequency distribution of exclusive type classes. Once we get a frequency distribution, continuous frequency distribution with exclusive type, then the next step is take the classes along the x-axis and their frequencies along the y-axis. After that, draw the rectangles such that height of the rectangle is proportional to frequency of that respective class, and which gives you the histogram. So I have taken the classes along the x-axis as 0 to 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, like that, 40, 50, and the corresponding frequencies along y-axis. Then erect rectangles with height proportional to frequency of that class. Here the first class 0 to 10 has frequency 3. Look at in the table. We draw a rectangle with height 3. Similarly, the class 10 to 20 has frequency 5. Draw a rectangle with height equal to 5. Similarly, for the next class, its frequency is 9, then 4, and last class 40 to 50 has frequency 2. So we draw a rectangle with height is equal to 2. This is our histogram in case of when the midpoints are given. In this way, in this lecture, we discuss the remaining third and fourth method of drawing the histogram, in which we learn how to draw the histogram when the classes are inclusive type, and the next method is how to draw the histogram when we are given midpoints but not we are given the classes. I hope student understand these two methods very well. If a student have some query or doubt regarding the construction of histogram in these two methods, then please write in the comment section in order to get the solution of your problem. I will resolve your problem as soon as possible. If a student like this lecture, click on the like button, share with your classmates and friends in order to learn the statistics subject in simple and more easy way. Further, students are requested to subscribe Learn Statistics channel in order to get the notification of upcoming lectures in the upcoming days. We will meet in the next lecture with the next concept from the subject statistics. Till then, we will stop here. Thank you.